time for this. What are you doing?
I'll need this if I'm gonna take her around the mountain another way. Around the mountain? That's gonna take them forever. Don't worry, Twi. We'll be there lickety-split. All of us are scared of that dragon. I'm not. Almost all of us are scared of that dragon. But we've got a job to do. So get in there with Twilight and show her what you're made of.
If she keeps this up, your whole crop will be gone in no time.
That's the least of my worries. I just want my friend back. Thank goodness you're okay. Fluttershy, I'm real sorry I didn't take your suggestion in the first place.
And don't forget, now you'll get seeds that will grow into even bigger and better apple trees.
Be sure to put in there that I came to see that my short-term solution was a little short-sighted.
And that you shouldn't let any pony pressure you into doing something you don't think is right. Sometimes you have to tell even your closest friends, no.
Now, how about we celebrate our stronger-than-ever friendship with a nice, ripe, juicy apple? Surefirest cure for stage fright is to picture everyone in the audience as a bunch of chickens.
Chickens?
A little cluck-cluck and it'll pluck you right up. You never heard of this trick?
Mm-mm.
Everyone does it. And I mean everyone.
Even you? Oh.
Told ya. Picture everyone in the audience as a bunch of chickens. Chicken trick worked, huh?
Actually, I pictured everyone in the audience as you, Applejack.
We believe in you, Fluttershy. Oh, well, I'm glad you were able to imagine it in one way or the other. 'Cause my backup plan wasn't so hot. Speaking of which, I should probably get them back to the farm.
I look at you, stories come back to life.
Howdy, and welcome to the first annual Canterlot Pet Show. Sure is great to be here, ain't it?
Sure is, Applejack. Can't wait to see all the wonderful contestants.
Alrighty then. You heard the lady. Let's meet them. This is the backstage area where the pets get fresh and spiffy before the competition. Right, Fluttershy?
Mm-hmm. Fresh and spiffy.
Why, look at this handsome fella. Tell us about your pooch.
Oh, the dog's a Boston Terrier named...
Banana. Anything else to share? Banana's favorite snack is bananas. He loves his banana toy, and his favorite pastime is... Aw, what a cutie. Oh, really? She loves daytime TV, is a great listener, and...
I think the show will be starting soon, so we should wrap this up.
I think we have time for one more quick interview.
Winona? What are you doing back here?
Oh, Winona only said that she wanted to surprise you by competing today.
Huh. Yeehaw! We gotta get ready to win that gold.
That's the signal. It's time to enjoy the cutest show in Canterlot.
Giddy up! What a show! So many surprises and one too many juggling acts, if you ask me. And now, for the victory lap. Here comes our participation winner.
I have such a hard time reading that gummy. He's a pet of mystery.
Next up, our third place partners, Microchips and JBJ 24601. Hey Fluttershy, does a robot count as a pet? I mean, over to you, Fluttershy.
Thank you, Applejack. JVJ24601 really wowed the judges with their super shiny coat.
Our second place team sure knows how to put a game face on during a tough competition.
couldn't agree more, Applejack. And Tank kept his focus despite the distraction of being totally in love. Bravo, Tank.
You sure do have the inside scoop, Fluttershy.
Well, Tank is a very talkative tortoise. Every nightmare night, I shut myself in my cottage and refuse to come out until morning. But it's just like when I was afraid to sing in front of any pony. If I hadn't given it a try, I never would have found out how much I enjoy it.
And we'd have missed out on how great you sound.
Fluttershy with us on Nightmare Night? Why, that's positively the most wonderful news I've heard in ages.
You can get dressed up in a costume with us and play Nightmare Night games with us and eat candy apples with us.
Don't forget the best part, going through my family's corn maze.
Oh, right. The maze.
Only if you're up for it.
Oh, I am ready to take on Nightmare Night.
Probably not as bad as we think. It can't just be a loud, obnoxious party all the time, right?
Applejack? It isn't as bad as we thought.
You're right. It's worse. Doesn't look like there's any friendship problems here.
I've never seen a pink prairie dog before.
I like the folks that come here to have a unique experience. Oh, glad you like it.
Fluttershy?
Oh, come in. I know you and the rest of the Apple family have had your issues with Flim and Flam in the past, but they're definitely having trouble, and solving a friendship problem is important, no matter who's having it.
Well, of course that's true. For any pony but them.
But how can we get every pony to believe that's what he's doing?
There must be a way to trick them into telling the truth.
Gee, if only there was a pony who knew how to trick a trickster. Or maybe a pair of ponies?
Fine. Guess bringing Flim and Flam back together might be why we're here. Maybe. Well, you better check your hooves, because you just stepped in a confession.
I guess the map wasn't on the Fritz after all. If it weren't for your history with Flim and Flam, you never would have been so determined to find some pony else to help, and we never would have found out what Gladmane was doing.
And if it weren't for you wanting to show even those two con ponies kindness, we never would have been able to trick the trickster.
And right there, we got your standard sheep traveling cage. Fits 2 critters, depending on size.
What is it, Sugar Cube?
I'm looking for something less like a cage and more like a nice hug.
You sure you don't want something more secure for the critters? She does have a point there. You wouldn't want a bunny wandering into the wrong cave, would you?
No cages. I want to give the animals the freedom to come and go. It's the only way they'll feel comfortable.
Well, she's the boss.
Of course Rainbow Dash wouldn't want this. I'm so mad I could just kick.
Convincing ponies to buy that doll ain't in the holiday spirit.
But Flim and Flam have a point. We can't tell ponies what to buy.
But maybe we can show them. Ah, the sweet sounds of the season. Putting those two in their places makes me all warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh, but we never got gifts for Spike or Rainbow Dash, and it's already Hearthwarming Eve.
It probably ain't what they're expecting, but we still got these. Yay.
Don't do that.
So, I says to Big Mac, get your own chicken coop. Hey!
Sorry, that one has animals in it. Welcome aboard the Lux Deluxe. Remember, we pulled names from Applejack's boot when she forgot her hat?
You mean my lucky boot? I knew you were worried about everything changing. I guess I thought if I made it seem like everything was okay, it would be.
I was just trying to make you feel better. That way I wouldn't feel so terrible.
That's Gloriosa? Am I going crazy, or her feet not touching the ground? I tried to use this costume ages ago with Sunset Shimmer, but she just wasn't into it.
What is it?
Here, what you think? Ain't she a beaut?
Where are those two?
I hope Fluttershy didn't get cold feet.
The only thing these feet are doing is getting ready to cut a rug.
Oh, Fluttershy. I'm sorry she's putting you through this. Actually, Rarity, it's nice. It's easier to relax when no one can see me.
What'd I tell you? Ah! A good friend always has your back.
Sorry.
This is the first time the map has teamed up the same ponies for a second quest.
That is special.
Must be 'cause we're extra good at solving friendship problems.
I hope so, because it looks like this one might be a little tricky. You're going to the Peaks of Peril.
The Peaks of Peril?
Ah, it's just a name. It doesn't mean anything.
Like how Cloudsdale is in the clouds and the Crystal Empire is made of crystal?
Fair point. So, what can you tell us about the place, Twilight?
Only what Rockhoof told me. Back in his day, no pony knew much about the Peaks of Peril, except for the legend on this ancient shield. It says a group called the Kirin used to live there, known for their kindness and truth-speaking.
Now we know why the map called us.
Unfortunately,
I'm sure the two of us will get that friendship problem solved no matter what kind of creature has it. Guess no pony else is going out as far as we are.
Maybe they know something we don't.
Now, Fluttershy, I've told you a dozen times, there's nothing to be scared.
I'm sorry.
You really startled us.
Well, maybe there's a little something to be scared of. Yeah!
There. That should be enough flowers to keep your tree cozy.
Fluttershy! What are you doing? This is no time for visiting varmints. We're on a friendship quest, remember?
Yes, but actually...
Come on! We're burning daylight!
I know, but what I found out is that...
Now we gotta get up that peak. I figured if we use some rope and elbow grease, we can make it up half...
Applejack! Can you please listen to me? What I'm trying to say is, the squirrels told me a shortcut they take to the Kirin village.
Oh. Sorry, Fluttershy. I suppose I got a little too caught up in the adventure.
That's all right. If you hadn't come back to get me, I probably would have talked to the squirrels all day. I hope that's not an Eric.
Show yourself! Well, hi. I'm Applejack, and this here's Fluttershy. Uh-oh. I feel a sneeze coming on. Achoo!
Gesundheit.
Oh, don't any of y'all talk? Now we're getting somewhere.
A dark, spooky path that leads into unknown territory?
Tell you what, Sugar Cube. You stay and see if you can get anything out of these here Kirin. I'll go try and find one that talks.
Phew. Be careful. And watch out for Neerix!
Fluttershy, guess what? I figured out the friendship problem. Me too. Go ahead. Bet that's a problem the Kirin never have.
No, even Applejack and I argue.
What? When do we ever argue?
On the way here, and about the Kirin being silent, and right now!
We don't always see eye to eye, but we never let that get in the way of our friendship.
I wish she'd told us what kind of flowers she's looking for.
They're called foal's breath.
I've never heard of that.
Fluttershy, a little help.
He says he knows where to find Fool's Breath.
Well, what are we waiting for? Lead the way!
That's what Fool's Breath looks like?
Autumn Blaze never would have made it past the peaks to search here. I owe you an apology.
Why?
'Cause if your kindness hadn't made you stop to help the squirrels, we never would have found this here flower.
And if your honesty hadn't convinced the Kieran to talk, we wouldn't need to find it.
Guess it's a good thing the map sent both of us, huh?